Hey there, and welcome back to Wildfrost. I believe this is going to be the last episode that I record of this before I go on vacation. This, I believe, should go up for you on a Sunday. My hope is that when I get back from my trip, that I'll be able to review how YouTube went. This does mean that comments are going to be a little tough this week. Sorry, I know I'm telling you this the Sunday after the week happened. My bad. But regardless, I'm going to review everything on YouTube, see how things did with Wildfrost. If it performs well, I'm probably going to substitute a couple runs of it into my normal rotation for a while. So it would be look something like, try to think this out. It's going to be Train of Thought, then Train Wreck, then I think it's 2 Wild Frost, and then a Cursed Seed if all things go well. And that's if it performs well. If it doesn't perform well, aka no one wants to see this, seriously, y'all, I'm here. I'm kind of like just recording because people want to watch the videos. If no one wants to watch the videos, I'm not going to record them. This is never going to be a job for me. There's no chance of it, right? And because it's never going to be a job for me, I just don't really ever see the reason to try to pursue diversification or whatever. I'm at this point, I'm just doing things. I'm doing it because it's fun and because y'all seem to enjoy it. So rock on. So if people are watching it and there's a lot of chatter and people are enjoying it, let me know. That actually does matter. It helps me decide what I want to do because I'm going to be playing Monster Train and Wild Frost either way. So yeah. So basically, here's the question in a TLDR. Do you want 5 episodes of Monster Train for the foreseeable future, or do you want 3 episodes of Monster Train and 2 episodes of Wild Frost for the foreseeable future? There's your question. Anyway, I'm going to move on here. I do want to pull up. We got my first win on the final boss last time. We had a really good run. It doesn't show you anything, and of course, this game doesn't have run summaries right now, so it's not like I can tell you what happened. But it was a really cool run. We had Snoffle freezing the world, and that really helped into the final boss. We just had to manage the 2 that were resistant to snow, and beyond that, we had a very strong poison build. So just awesome stuff all over. All right, now this is going to be a common theme for me as far as me commenting that I really wish I had more choices here. I wish I chose a tribe and then saw 3 picks because I don't want to play the snow people twice, right? But because of the way this randomness worked, the snow champion is just leaps and bounds stronger than all of the others. Right? I have Smackback with 11 health and 6 attack. This thing is nuts. What do you mean? This thing is so strong. That is so good. Even if it ends up not being like super important to the end game, it's just powerful. So, like, in the alternative, I really want to play Shademancers. This is actually annoying me because this clan is tribes in this game. This tribe is actually pretty weak in my opinion, but it's a lot of fun and I want to practice it. But when you walk in with such a weak champion, it just puts you on the back burner, right? Like 7 damage isn't bad, don't get me wrong, but 5 rounds for 7 is terrible. And yeah, that's just too slow. Meanwhile, this thing is just going to beat face. So we're gonna pick Woo Nut. this character's name is Woo Nut. That's incredible. All right, let's go. Now, again, we're taking revenge triggers, so I do feel pretty strongly that I like Booshu here. I'm a big fan of Booshu, as it turns out. I just like the consistent healing on any champion that values it, right? And that's basically true of anything that wants to get hit. I think Sneasel is actually the strongest so far that I've seen. He's just nuts. This guy is cracked. You can go infinite with him very easily, and you also just convert his hits into health, into rather card draw, which is so powerful. But he's my pick 100% of the time if I have no intrinsic synergy, right? So if I have like a Frost champion, always pick Snoof. I want to line up those Frosts and really lock down floors. If I have something that wants to get hit, I always pick Booshu because I want to heal the guy that gets to get hit. I just unlocked Spike, and I'm going to tell you, he doesn't look that great. It kind of sucks that you can't heal him, by the way. Can't pull him back. He would be good if you could, right? That would actually be, I would think he would be fine. He's okay, but I just don't think he's that good. He looks awesome, though. Like, this guy looks super cool. I wish I like him. And poor Loki over here is just absolutely tragic. Demonize on attack, turns out it's terrible. This guy really, and he has aimless too, unbelievable. He should really just be barrage. Him having barrage, I might seriously consider him. But anyway, we're playing Booshu here. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. All right. I got to keep hustling because these are long runs. Long runs incoming. All right, I'm going for I'm going to try to just kill this guy, I think. In the back. There's really nothing fancy here. These two attack into my guy and perish immediately. I'm just going to hit this Chungoon 3 times. And that should be fine. Cool. Get him out of here. All right, great job. Go team. We did it. Him attacking 3 times into me is hilarious. So let's just try to farm money here on the gobbling. He's going to attack and kill himself, so I kind of don't care. He attacks 3 times in, takes 2 hits and dies. So let me... I'm going to try to turn this into money, I think. Yeah, because it's going to be hit, hit, kill, and then this guy, Booshu, is going to attack the goblins. Let's just get the woodhead out here. Yeah, it's a good opportunity to do so. Cool. Great. Hit. Good. Like money. Excellent work. I think I'm going to... I could redraw here, but I think I'm just going to slap this guy for cash. There's no way I can farm this, right? I can't, like, heal him here. No. Okay. I mean, I can just wait, is the thing. I'm not pressed about this. Yeah, okay, so here's the angle. I want to line up the sword hit on the front with the turn when all of these guys are attacking. So we just freeze Big Peng here and we chill. And then I can turn this into a 5 kill by just attacking the goblin here, which is great news. That's a lot of money. That's so much money. I'm so happy about how much money that was. Incredible. I am going to play the Sunrod because it is actually still the most important card in my run. So that's fun. And now we just kind of farm this guy, right? Just farm him. I'm not really worried about it. He has no chance here. He never swings into my champion, but it also just does not matter. He's dead. Great. Good chat. Cool. That was a lot of money we farmed out there. That's one of the reasons why Revenge or Spikes or something like that is so strong. Now, a Charm Treasure. I'm forced to take a treasure either way, so I would rather see 2 units here. I pretty strongly believe that you want to see options because you see there's so much trash. There's just so much trash. Now this is an interesting one. Pepper Flag is really strong and gives me offensive direction, which I like. I'm going to take the flag. This is like seeing... What am I trying to describe here? This is like seeing Deranged Brute in Monster Train before you see Fledgling Imp or Ritual, right? But it's so early that it feels correct to take this. Like, we should find some stuff, right? I have 2 unit drafts coming up. Can I see the map from here? There needs to be a map button. Is this a map button? No, that's just the final boss button. There needs to be a map button on this screen. Yeah, there just needs to be a map button. Is this a map button? No. No, I don't want to read any of this nonsense. Okay, well, I'm going to take the flag. I'm pretty confident there's two units coming up. The bite box is pretty good there, by the way. Now, show me the, like... Okay, well, that's not what I'm looking for. I am going to take Pootie here because that's pretty cool. We take Pootie, yes. Now, when an enemy is killed, apply 3 armor to the attacker is kind of nuts if Woonut pops off, but I think giving Woonut multi-strike is stronger here, so let's do that. Pootie is good. Now give me a spicy friend, please. When health is lost, gain equal spice. That's pretty darn good when you can permanently hold the spice, right? And we have Pootie to heal. And Colonel is great, but I need Woonut to get hit here. I'm going to take Fire Fist. I don't think I've ever used this unit, and this seems like the perfect opportunity to do it, right? I have Pepper Flag. Yeah, let's go. Okay, cool. That's fine. Now let me evaluate. What am I actually doing here? I think we want to crown Pootie, and then I want to stab it on as soon as I can. So let's... Wait, whoops. No, I want to crown Pootie here. And then this gives Woonut knockback, or like multi-strike. Good grief, does 12 damage a hit. That's going to be pretty awesome. And then I want to just try to murder as much as humanly possible. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Okay, good chat, friends. Yeah, so this is a good example. Like, I want to... If I seriously stab her myself, I kill Pootie, and then that pops off, I think. I think I seriously do this, yes. I want this to go onto my champion. Yeah, that's like that. Actually, that's important. Okay, and then does he die before he applies his effect? I don't actually know how this works. That's an interesting question. I'm instead just going to play the flag here, I think, so that we turn this into HP and the stats, right? That's just like permanent damage now. It's pretty cool. And then I'm going to speed this up. I can test this soon, right? This guy is aimless, but he just straight attacks into this guy and immediately dies. So that's pretty cool. And then we get a double kill here at least. And I play Booshu because reasons. And then Booshu definitely needs to be off the floor of the aimless guy. Yes, I wonder if he attacks twice and we get a triple kill here. Guess we'll find out. One. Oh, it's only right. He had 8 HP. Okay, so the freeze does come through here, which is interesting. Okay, that's good to know. Let's farm money here off these gobbling friend. A lot of attacks coming in. 1-4 here. I think the right choice is actually to speed up Booshu's heal. Yes. Okay, get something here. The barrage will come through. I can heal you, but I know how this works. I like that, but also I would like to make money, as it turns out. Let's see this. You hit twice? Do you attack a second time? No, you don't. Interesting. Okay, you don't attack a second time. Got it. Now, I think the right choice here is to switch these around because she'll go pom-pom on this floor, which is good. And then I think I redraw here. Yes, okay, so I'm interested in farming hits. So I think the angle is we sword up front. I guess I could triple sword the Uba Bear? I guess I should freeze it, actually, right? Yeah, that should be frozen. That's true. Okay. Now, one attacks, you get a kill, smack. All right, and it'll get rid of the fury. Great, we get a kill. Good. Now, next, I do think we need to address the matter of the Gobbler, so I think freezing him is pretty important. I don't have to do it now, right? I'd like to farm money, actually. So let's just shoot this guy for money. We definitely kill this Frost Stinger, no problem. Cool. All right. I think it's a bit of a... bait here to freeze for money? Actually, I don't know if it is. I think it's pretty good. Right? Think about my next upcoming turns are freeze here, then stab here. On the stab here, Bumbo hits my guy, and this guy hits. So I take 7. I don't love that. I think greeting is wrong for the extra 4 gold. Instead, what I think is correct is we stab up here for money. Now, the question is, can I line this up for a multi-kill? I might be able to, right? Because there's the turn. Well, if I freeze Bumbo, then Uba swings 4 and we kill him, and then I can kill Gobbling on the same turn. Yes, let's do that. That's good. Okay, now this turn, I stab here. Yeah, and we get a double, which is worth it, right? Cool. All right, so that's good. Now this guy's attacking, and it's scary, but what I do now is I play Fire Fist on bottom, and she takes the Bumbo hit, and we face tank with Woodhead upstairs on the Snow Gobbler. Yes. Now this is going to be annoying because a lot of my important units are frozen now, admittedly, but should be okay. I am going to see 3, 5, some numbers here. We're going to be okay. Let me freeze Bumbo for a few turns, and we have this kill now. As long as I keep freezing Bumbo. Heal is big. Thank you, Booshu. We just keep freezing Bumbo, and we get a kill upstairs. Great work. Good. And now, I mean, this unit is popping off, as it were. I just speed this unit up now, and we're okay. True. It just kills, so I guess we just stab the guy, and then we redraw for free. Cool. And we should easily have this. Cool. Sunrod up here. Great job. Punch. Good. Fire Fist, you know, I'm going to be real. I don't think this unit's great. I think it should have a 5 counter. Honestly, 5 counter I think is better, but that's okay. It's fine. Now, I have some cash. I made some good money here. I think I'm okay on units for the moment. I guess I'm forced to see a unit either way. The shop is superior then. I would like a crown. Yeah, we'll go crown. There's no glowies, so we're fine. What do we get? Little berry. I do have Booshu. Wallop. Just had a good run with Wallop. I don't think Wallop is it. The biggest problem I hate about Pootie is that Pootie is, like, it's strong, but at the same time, it's a whole unit slot. Like, Lil Berry is much better here, or even, like, Fun Gun is much better here. Just a beefcake lad. Pootie almost requires you to take the companion guy eventually. Obviously, we get away with it now, and it's fine, but I think we put it on Woo Nut again. I think we do that. I'm going to take the Lil Berry because I could see this popping off, right? I could see this popping off. Well, we just don't take him for the moment. We're okay for now. We look for some stuff. I see like Heart Mist Machine. I think we're set, right? We don't see Heart Mist Machine, which is interesting. Sunlight Drum is actually surprisingly good here. I have such expensive units. I don't really have a wide floor, though. Frost Bloom, this is a tough card. I feel like this should be more Frost, considering it affects one guy. Spore Pack is not it. Pom Bomb is good, quote unquote. Like, my Pom Bomb in the previous run was excellent. And the reason it was excellent was because it had the Durian and it was bugged, so it was hitting 2 units. It definitely should not behave that way. It should become targeted, but whatever, I'm not complaining. The Sunlight Drum is probably it. It's a pretty good card to just play. I'm going to take that. The other ones don't draw my attention. Let's see. What do we get here? Peppering is nice. Blaze Tea is good. I think we take the crown, of course. Crown me. Now, I could crown a stab attack, which seems a little excessive here. I'm most likely going to draw into one very quickly. I should probably just get the pepper flag here, actually. They can't steal the frenzy, right? So that's fine. It's something I want to play. It's not a timer I want to get. I guess it doesn't really matter who strikes, right? Most enemies get smackbacked and killed for 6 now. I'm going to put it on Fire Fist to get that timer rolling, actually. Yeah. Now, I think I buy the Pepper Ring for 22 here, and then I think I get a Charm. Blaze Tea is good, but 6 to 7, man, I can't afford this, right? It's strong, but also good grief. It's very strong, but probably worth it, right? I think if I buy Blaze Tea, then I get Pepper Ring, and I take both these cards, and that's it. I think you take the multi-strike, right? We take the multi-strike. It's correct. Okay, fine. All right, we move on. I think that is just objectively correct to do it. That is a Smackback Winter Worm, which we hate to see. Good grief. Okay. Now, the play is I want Pootie to get destroyed by the Snowbow here. Yes. And I would like to freeze the worm because the worm is scary. Yes. Good. Alright, the worm is scary. Whoever gets multi-strike probably gets this Edgewater or Firewater. I'm just going to re-roll here. I just don't feel like these cards are worth really playing here. None of these are really that good. So let's just spin this. See who gets the multi-strike. It is Frenzy Person. Okay, cool. Actually fine. So then let's play... Can you put Blaze Tea on the... No, okay, you can't. There's no counter to increase. Makes sense. Now, a big challenge, of course, is if I put down Pepper Flag, Bamboozle kills it. Suboptimal way I would describe that. Not ideal. Yeah, really no way around that unless I can kill faster. I just don't think I can. I think we put down Booshu here for the healing. And then we play the Pepper Ring and hope. This is a tricky one, right? Because Pepper Flag is really important. Can I ever Pepper Flag and then tank the hit and make this work? And then freeze out? Can I kill him in advance of that? I could do like, what, 3x2 is 6? Woundnut never strikes at him. I don't think I can, right? No, I don't think I get there. Other problem is Booshu can't get healed unless I put him away and bring him back. Pepper Ring is not good right now. If I Pepper Ring... Think about the turns. Booshu, then Pepper Ring gives me... I mean, Booshu takes the pepper, but it's fine. It doesn't really do anything. And then we get a 4x2, which is 8. And then eventually the retail here plays out. It's true. Okay, so I think we do time... We get Booshu in here. Get in there, champ. And I think we don't play... Yeah, aimless. So I think we want to get this guy killed here. Just slap him out real fast. And then... I guess I could take the pepper here and go up to... I'd rather him die. And then let's aggressively Booshu scale here, I think. Yeah, I want this to basically immediately heal back as soon as I can. Okay. Aimless, he retaliates. Good. Great. What do we get? Some trash? Fine. That gobbler is annoying. Now, he swings. He's going to go up to 5x2 here. I think we do... Interesting. I think we freeze the winter worm because this guy is genuinely a problem for me. He has a smackback and hits for a truckload. It's demonize is also not great. Some annoying upgrades, actually. This is actually one of the downsides of a smackback champion, is that you're a bit reactive. And that's not necessarily bad, but it is not ideal either. This is a pretty good peppering, actually. I actually think this has got to be the snow stick, genuinely. Like, let me be clear about it. I think you snow stick the worm here. I think you have to. I need his timer going. They go, we get some actions here, fine. Now, I do think this is a great moment now for Pepper Flag, because it means that the Fire Fist holds on to that pepper value. Yes, and Snowbow gets revenged out here. Yeah, I think this has got to be correct. Good. Swing. We get this kill. We get a heal, which I appreciate. Thank you, Booshu. Very cool. All right, I can redraw into probably Frost is my suspicion. This would be a good opportunity to play Pepper Ring and scale them up a bit more. Remember, my counters are so high, though, that this is a bit questionable. What am I trying to draw into here? Sunlight Drum, some other things, some Frost cards. This Gobbler is probably going to hit me, and I don't love that for me. I could take a hit on Fire Fist here, though, right? Also a redraw angle. I think we put Booshu away here, and then I spin this, and we maybe draw back into Booshu immediately. Yeah, actually, that's like a 3 heal on him with a much better hand, which I'm happy to take. Okay, now, 1 Frost. I would like Fire Fist to take this, I think. Because she gets frosted and that's okay. Grouchy swings and does 2. And then she's looking okay here. Interesting options. Again, the worm is looming is a big problem here. This is what, 4 pepper? So I go up to 9, which is pretty cool. 9 is pretty cool. I could potentially take the frost on Woonut here. Or I could freeze him. And then Woonut actually just kills the Grouchy. Which is not terrible. That does answer that guy at least. We do it like this. Then we freeze him up there. Of course, the challenge becomes how do I beat the Gobbler when he's doing 5? But I guess the Fire Fist can tank that hit. It's true. Alright, let's do this then. I think this is correct. We get the Smackback here, which does kill a guy, which puts him down. We get a bunch of other trash. It's not great. Snow Gobbler is attacking. This is a Fire Fist tank angle for sure. I think that's true. I want Snowbow attacking into me. Big challenge, of course, is this worm is going to fight. The worm is going to hit unless I draw now into a snow stick, right? If I draw into snow stick, I can silence him for another go, potentially, and delay it. It gives up the really powerful Fire Fist Sunrod angle, but I think it's important to keep this worm on lock for the time being. So I think we just straight up redraw here and let it ride. Pretty good turn, actually. We're doing 10s. Good. 4, 5. 2. I think I have to freeze up here for sure. There's just no way around it. I think if I don't freeze the worm, I'm losing, right? I have to move this down unless I want it to get hit. I guess I could... Interesting. I could play this up here, and then maybe it gets hit, and they can take that one comfortably, I think. I do think I have to freeze the worm, though. Yeah, I don't think I really have a choice here. I hate seeing it, but I think it matters. Gobbler is horrifying. Okay. I can get my units to swing, which is pretty cool. A way I can do this is I can go upstairs. Ugh, giving this guy wild seems terrible. I think it is really useful, actually, getting... All these guys are lining up upstairs. I hate that for me. If I play Peppering into Sunlight Drum on Booshu Fire Fist, they both swing actively next turn, and he does 13-13 and then 5, and we just kill 3, which is really good. And then I have to somehow survive Bam, which is really not good. Guess I have the Woodhead. Woodhead and tank it on the Pepper flag, or I can just sack Booshu at that point. Sacking Booshu might be correct. I think it is correct, for the record, to do this and then play into clearing top floor next turn. I think it's correct. It's a spooky, but I think it's correct. Right, now how does this play out? Because I miscalculated. Of course I did. I think we sack Booshu 2, 5, 1, retaliate. He kills Woodhead here. Yes. And then we swing multiple times on the floor. I think this has to be correct. Retaliate. Hit. Hit. Okay. Scary. Very scary, in fact. I pretty much have to redraw here. And I think I'm just losing, right? This is, I think, happening because I took Pootie, right? I actually think... Let me pull it back up. I actually think if I take like a little berry here and have a guy with more hit points, this is one of the things. I think Pootie is a bit of a bait early game. Is that true? That might be true. Like, he's strong, and I like this multi-strike because it's like the payment is you pay a unit, right? You pay a companion, I think is the word. Yeah, I don't think we live this. I think I have to sack too many units here, and I guess I get a forced redraw. I think maybe I heal here. Ugh. I take the hit on the Gobbler into the flag. I don't know how we win without the... How do I actually win this fight without the Pepper here? It's too bad. How do I get Fire Fist to attack faster? If she can just swing, we win. But that's the thing. Is having her attack is not easy. I can't... the thing is me redrawing here does nothing. It's a free turn, right? It's an actually free turn. I should probably do 2 somewhere. Yikes. Alright, I think we do the 2. I think I put her away. Does she keep the spice? There's after triggering. Well, maybe she keeps it. Let's put her away. And then attack the worm, because it's free. And I get no value from the drum. Now this is scary, and I redraw. And she does not keep the spice. Tragic. We're not dead yet, but that's real bad. I have to play her. Yep. Okay. Yikes. Well, she gets some spice back at least. Now, can I actually get her to swing before we lose? That's the next question. Sunrod on her puts her at 3, so she's ahead of Bam. I have to freeze the porcupine no matter what I do here. I need these turns. Yeah, pretty much has to be that. Yeah, okay. I need her to swing. Yikes. Hold up. Attack, attack. Let's do 9s. I can do 13 here. And then I get a redraw before it becomes really spicy. I think I need to freeze again. So I think we have to hit, right? Well, isn't it? It's just objectively superior because she attacks twice, actually, right? So she's literally killing here, in fact. So we definitely Sunrod here. Yeah, she's attacking twice. Remember, she kept her frenzy. She kills, right? I'm not wrong about this. Yeah, she just actually kills here. Okay, we're fine. I was just... Yeah, okay, we're good. We got it. Great. Whew, close. I forgot. It's weird because she keeps her frenzy when you put her away, but she doesn't keep her spice, and it's just tough. Now, do I need to bring in little Berry immediately? We're having a little bit of a spicy one here, right? I had to sack some folks. It was a tough combat for me. I don't think redraw bell counter actually helps. Let's take the companion limit first, actually. Yeah, we have injuries. I need to bring in a friend. Removals and look at a unit and then go to the snail are cool. Now, sadly, I do not have enough money for a crown, but if I munch some stuff, it's kind of like a crown, right? Get rid of bad cards. Get rid of bad cards. Okay, thanks, Muncher. Good job. Let's go look at our friends, see what we get. Big Berry. Honestly, Big Berry is it. Big Berry is such a good unit. He's a huge tanker. I love Bonnie, by the way, but Big Berry is 100% it here. We go into this. I have to purchase the thing, get a vase. Great. I'm 1 off from the Dragon Pepper. I could actually purchase this, by the way. The game would let me. Which is funny. I would get to argue. And yeah, I'm bringing in Big Berry here. That's good. Big Berry, and we want Booshu still. Yes. So I could purchase this. The Dragon Pepper. Is that worth it? It's good if I can keep it up. I mean, we put that on Big Berry, and Big Berry starts killing things now. And then he restores health to the floor, and we look pretty good about this stuff. It's pretty nice. I like this. I like the shield, though. It's not that amazing. It's pretty okay, actually. Or do I just get a charm? Pepper is pretty good, admittedly. Yeah, the pepper is worth it. I can't afford that. I bought it anyway. Okay, fine. You can take it for 64. Thanks. Incredible. All right. I think we have the pieces we need. Big Berry is on the team. Feeling better about that. Thanks, Big Berry. Okay, cool. All right. No, the charm is health on bottom, friend. Okay. So this is a great example of what? Could just redraw here, right? I think we just let this ride, right? And if Pootie hits into one of those two, it's great. If it hits into Woonut, that's excellent. What is the play here, though? Just redrawing doesn't feel correct, but I do want my units. Remember, I have a slow redraw counter. How important are these units? Pretty important, I think. But I'd need to kill my own Pootie to guarantee this timer works out. I don't hate the idea of Booshu getting multi-strike technically. It's not the worst. It's not ideal. I think we stab Pootie here, genuinely. See who it hits. Cool, it goes her. That's fine. Then I think we timer Booshu out, start him going. Yes. Okay, we have attacks coming in. We're going to get a double kill here, no problem. That is true. I think my next two are Sunrod and Dragon Pepper, and on the redraw, I hopefully hit the Pepper flag before my Fire Fist attacks. Alternatively, I could just draw now. It's not a bad idea. We can greed here. I think this is okay. All right, this is strong retaliation turns. We get a double kill here, which is great. And then I Sunrod into Booshu here to heal that back up. Good. I want Gawk attacking into my Fire Fist. I want to redraw now. Cool, we get the Pepper flag, which is excellent news. The hit comes in, the heal comes in, it's good. I do want Pepper flag down before she swings. That's important. 5 comes in here is pretty nice. Gawk, I mean, it doesn't really matter who hits who. I could double heal on Booshu. It's not a bad idea. I should probably also play Big Berry here. It's good to get him going. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Incoming Big Berry action. It's a lot of... that feels really good. Good heal, like that. It is now time for Pepper Flag, 100%. We have a Smackback angle upstairs. I think I do want to kind of avoid Big Berry taking this hit. I want the Smackback for sure to happen. Booshu on timer... fine, I don't mind. I could heal Booshu. Not a big deal. Get rid of him, and then put the Pepper down here. It's a pretty good angle. I think we heal Booshu here. Get him out of there, champ. And then I think it definitely has to be Pepper Flag. There's just no choice here, really. Cool, yeah. The Smackback will hit. Punch, great work. She crumbles this floor. Good. Woonut now tanks this. I think we give Big Berry the multi-strike here, right? I kind of want to get money. I think we can get away with this, right? Yeah, let's get cash. That's a hit, that's a reflect, that's a hit, that's a reflect. And then now here, I give Big Berry the kill here for healing the floor. And I think I greed off this. And we just take 4 more gold here. Yeah, I want 4 more gold there. That's good. And then Big Berry gets the kill. Great news. Cool. Now I get to re-roll this, which is great. Definitely don't want this happening onto the Pepper flag. Wish I could Blaze Tea my champion here. This is a 5 coming in. I don't love a 5 coming in here. That's a lot of damage. Could just freeze this guy. I'm probably not going to freeze the champion here for the record. I think we just freeze this Grok, actually. I don't want to take this 5. Yeah, that's correct, I'm pretty sure. I can tank the mutton head with a friend. I would like the retaliation to kill this pygmy here. So I actually stored it. Actually, if I'm going to do anything, I think the right choice is the flame water here because it's a permanent buff. You know? Sure, I think that's fine. We'll take that, and then we retaliation murder that. Okay, now I can't have the Gawk attacking into here, so I think it's Big Berry tanks. And I think we face tank bottom on Woodhead here. Right, I cannot frost this or Big Berry dies to the Gawk. I could do... She could take the 8, right? That's okay. I could tank this 5, and then we retaliation, kill the goat, and clear the demon eyes, which is pretty cool. This is correct, yeah? She can take this 8, no problem. It's a lot of fire for her, too, which I like. Cool. Now she swings, and she's popping off, is what it comes down to. I need her to be up, or I could freeze the porcupine, actually. She just kills everything, doesn't she? Now, what if I do this, right? And then I give her the 3rd hit now. That's pretty good, actually, yeah. We'll do this, and Big Berry can take this hit and doesn't really care. And now she swings. Kill. 22-22 here, which is... Oh, actually, if I give her the pepper ring, she does kill. Oh, she comes so close to killing. Can I do 3 damage somehow? Get a triple kill off this, make a whole bunch of extra cash? Don't think I can. That's tough. I can at least get a double, but I don't think I can ever pull off the triple here. I'm 1 HP off. That is a shame. That's okay. We're going to give everyone the pepper ring anyway. I think it's fine. And then she goes mad with power. She just crumbles a guy. Yeah, 1 off. It's wild. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. Cool. We still get some money out of it. I'm okay with that. Some people recovered. Thank you, Booshu. Very cool. I'm going to go... I have to take this treasure, and then I'm going to go double charm here. I'm looking for cooldown reduction stuff, right? Oh, this is gross. Whenever anything is poisoned, double the amount. Well, I don't have any poison. I could take the Shrew Mine, which is not bad, I suppose. It is a tank that does something. I think the Bling Bank is going to be better, though, sadly. And then I want double charms here, for sure. Okay, cool. Let's see. What do we do? What do we get today? Add multi-strike and game aimless. Well, that's going to be incredible. That's really good, in fact. Okay, well, that's probably one of the best charms we could have seen. The other one being I want cooldown reduction. That's like actually the best charm we can see here. Spark. Trigger immediately. I don't have any great trigger immediatelys. Like, it's like I can attack something, but no one is good for that. I guess Booshu's pretty good. I could deploy and he Booshu's out some healing. It's probably the best possible trigger here. I think the aimless goes into Fire Fist, I think, for sure. She's actually like able to aggressively do something, which I think matters. Yeah, I think that does matter. Okay, let's Gnome Charm her. This is a big power-up for now. I like that. Good. That's a great way of giving her a second hit without requiring to increase her counter, which is always a big problem. I'm going to toss the Spark on Booshu because it is just immediate healing, which I think is fine. Then I can cycle this guy, and he's actually pretty nuts. Okay, fine. Good, honestly. That was pretty good. I'm looking to make enough money here that ooh, this is a scary combat. All right. Aimless thorns. Good grief. All right. You just drop Booshu for a big fat heal here. I genuinely think I need to lock down Mr. Bigfoot or we're having a bad one of it. I think I also need to fish for my pepper flag here. So I'm going to Dragon Pepper and then I think we go. I do want to retaliate here. Yeah, let's re-roll this. Fine. No Pepper Flag. How could you? I guess I could have tanked that on Pootie, which would have been funny, but... Is it what? Big Berry and then re-roll that? Again? If Big Berry gets multi-strike, I'm okay with it. Alright, sure. That's good. It's a good set of cards in my hand, though. Oh, Pootie actually kills itself. That's pretty nifty. Let's... Sunrod, then? By Sunrod, she attacks next turn. I think we actually just roll it, right? Yeah, wild. Okay. Attack self into this. We got it on our Smackback person, which is fun. I then need to prevent my floor from immediately perishing. So I have to watch out because this Bigfoot hits my champion who then kills itself into the Bigfoot, which is not great. Suboptimal, really. Booshu could just die. I think I have to either tank this Bigfoot or... I think I can't tank this. I think I either tank the Bigfoot on Woodhead here. I think I do that, yeah. Then we kill the Gromble. I have to be careful because this means the Drek is going to eat the Bigfoot, which I don't love. Not great. He might eat something else now. Ooh, this is really rough, actually. This is quite bad. I hope he gets the Gromble, I guess. I don't really have a great other thing to say. We need to get Pepper Flag on the table. Yeah, that pretty much has to happen. 4 comes in, we get a retaliation. He eats the Spikes guy. We hate that. I think I need to put Booshu down. I mean, this does just trigger immediately, which is pretty cool. And... okay, yes. Alright, I think this is fine. Oh, what? He attacks? Hold up. Wait a second. What do you mean he attacks? Oh, does that trigger? Oh, I thought it meant... Guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. Oh, that was so bad. It was so bad. I'm very Oh, that's terrible. Okay, well, we might lose now. We might just lose now, actually. I needed that healing very badly, and my champion has 1 hit point. Well, I guess we learned. Man, this would be a great example for... This would be a moment where I would reset. I would reset after having realized that interaction. This is another thing, right? I mean, like, you read this, it's like, what does trigger mean? Why is trigger not a keyword here? Because trigger obviously has some functionality, right? And I would expect... If this were going to behave that way, it should say trigger and then immediately have the pop-up for what trigger does. And then I could read the words that say trigger means you attack. And then I'd be like, all right, well, don't attack into friggin' spikes, you lunatic. But... yikes. All right, we have to freeze, I think. There's no chance. I have to re-roll and hopefully hit something nuts. Big Berry can tank this. That's an option. That's probably correct. Get it, Big Berry? Great job. Well played. Now, we get the champion now. I'm behind. I could Pepper Ring. Go to 11 here. I am feeling quite bad about where we're at. I think I have to put my cards away, re-roll, and then we Zerg here. I think I need Big Berry to get redrawn, but the thing is he's not it's not a guaranteed redraw. I think I put Big Berry away here, and then we spin this, and I Sunrod next turn on Fire Fist, and I hope to draw a Frost. I mean, I gotta push through so much life. Oh man, I'm really sad about Booshu. That healing would have made so much of a difference. I could actually get away with a retaliation here, right? If she had gotten the heal off. So frustrating. Okay. This is a really tough combat for when you see it, by the way. If you think about the other combat you could be seeing here, like, this is way harder. Like, what even is the other combat that we could see? What does this button do? Okay. Where is it? Enemies. No. Enemies. Yeah, okay. The other combat you can see here is Bolg, I believe. I'm pretty sure he is on this one with the conkers and the shells and stuff. It's a pretty tricky one. I think you could... Is this also King Moko? I think this is also King Moko. I think the Mokokos are the terrifying ones. I don't know, what do I think is worse, Mokoko or Bigfoot? I think Bigfoot is pretty overtuned. I think 7, aimless, 15. This guy, I think he's a little bit overtuned. I think a 7, maybe down to a 6 here. This is an interesting one because I'm not actually sure how they balance this game. Do they balance it with metrics? Because I'm pretty confident metrics would show Bigfoot as like one of the #1 like straight up killers of runs. This guy is crazy good. So much incoming damage, and it's very fast. 4 counter is very fast. There's 3 of them on the floor. I can't. There's no world I can take this 21 ever. Okay. If I redraw, let's plan this. If I redraw this into Sunrod here, I think we do have to heal and redraw. I don't think there's any really choice here. And then just immediately go. Okay. Well, we didn't hit him. I think we move this forward, and how do I approach? I have to tank on the bling bank downstairs. It's not great. It's quite bad, in fact. I'll take it. Let me just make sure there's no other choice. I could freeze on bottom, but I think I'd rather reset this timer. And I have the bling bank option here. I guess I have to take 2 hits no matter what. I could take 7 or 5. I want to take the 5. I'm going to tank the 7 on the bling bank, I think. Yeah, all right, we'll do it. Fine. Okay. 8, Bigfoot. That's not good. That's very bad, in fact. I think we just straight up lose here. I can't really... I'm trying to think about what happens. I need to figure out a way to keep my units alive, but Booshu is dead. And how do I do this? I want the 1 to come in. The thing is if Booshu had stuck around, I could take this 1 on my champion and then kill this guy in exchange for 2 hit points, and we like actually can pull ahead here. But without Booshu, we're in a real bad situation. And because this Frost needs to go into this Bigfoot, right? We've got the champion coming up here too. I don't think there's any hope here, because think about this. This guy has 2 spikes now, which is terrible. Right, think about how this works. 14, you go 14, you take 2. You go 16. So I can, if I attack him for 2 damage, I can hit him and kill him. Or if I pepper ring first. The big problem is I die on attacking the Woolly Drek here. I could... Oof, I can't take 1 damage? Good grief. I was going to say I could go down and rod this, and then 14-14. We come close to killing here. Or we do, actually, because the spikes comes back, but then I have to kill the pepper flag on the pawpaw, which is just a tragedy. So what I think I have no choice but to do is I think I have to freeze the pawpaw here and somehow come up with a solution to this. Can't take 1. I can't take a 1. I hate that. I think I frost, and then I have to sunrod down here in order to kill the Bigfoot, and then the 4 I actually live. Now this Woolly Drek does just straight up murder me, but I don't really see, I don't have a choice. And then eventually I think the only angle is I take the Big Lou on my pepper here. Another great moment where I wish I had Booshu. I'm so upset about that. I'm trying to play this through, but I think this is an L. I can't see how we get through this. I have to give up the pepper flag here, which is a big loss, right? There's no way. I have to sunrod here. Yeah, I do. No choice. Oh, she's aimless. Well, suboptimal, but okay. Yikes. I mean, we're gonna lose. I really have no choice here. I can't even use my champion. Let me heal my champion. All right, well, I don't know what else to tell you. I think we're just done skis. I think we had the pieces, but there's nothing here. Oh, Big Berry. Wait, he's back. He dies, but he can take it. How do I feel about that? Big Berry tank? No more tools. Could freeze and do 2 here. Problem, of course, becomes how in the world do I actually kill this Drek and get to the boss? I have no yanks, and I can't stop the teeth anyway. Yeah, I think we're done. I don't really see the trick here. I can, like, prolong this by sacrificing Big Berry here, but I don't see it, right? I mean, we'll try, right? We'll try. I could freeze the Bigfoot as the only other option here and take the 2 into my Fire Fist. That might be right. You Bigfoot, and then you Big Berry next turn. I guess. Yeah, that seems right, because Big Berry sticks around, which is something. Okay, I'm running out of hit points to work with here, but we'll do what we gotta do. And then now Big Berry has to make the final sacrifice. Well, all right, great job. I mean, it is impossible. There's nothing left. Play the broken vase. There's nothing. I got nothing. I have 3 hit points on my floor. Losing Booshu cost me the run. That is so brutal, but all right, well, I'm not, it's already an hour in. I'm not recording it. We're just going to send it. There's no tricks here, right? No, there's no tricks. I can't do it. Absolutely can't. There was an attempt. That's all right. We learned. I mean, it's mechanics, right? It's mechanics is the thing. No healing is dead. I guess we use Smackback to kill some enemies. That's cool. We got a companion friend. Anyway, that's it for me. I feel bad leaving Wildfrost on a loss here, but But yeah, that's rough. Anyway, I'm gonna call it there. So hey, thanks a lot for watching this. Really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.